A Girl from the Citadel by Ramiz Gi. In my head, my parents said, "She's a total failure." We told her that so many times, in unison. What a silly last thought to have. I stared into a giant pile of black muscle that was the dog beast. Me alone, the last of my squad. Not the strongest or the smartest one. Not the youngest, definitely not the oldest. Didn't matter in the end. Everyone died. The revolver had just one bullet left. It was my turn to accept fate. I dropped my gas mask and kissed the tip of the barrel. At least I admit my ascension breathed in the slightly rotten yet infinitely sweet air of Mother Earth. The monster stumbled. Dark liquid poured from its neck. I lowered the weapon, gawking at two new holes in the beast's head. The dog beast fell to the ground, exhaling its last breath. I slowly turned around and saw a 3-meter tall figure. "Madam, are you alright?" Robotic voice. Oh no! A cyborg saved me! I rolled and aimed my revolver at his heart. "Stay where you are!" Where did my reflexes come from? "You have nothing to be afraid of." With a clicking noise, its arm fell to the ground. "You are from the Citadel, right?" "How do you know?" "No other pure human in these wastelands. I thought I'd never see one. Name's Marky." His metallic face mask took the shape of a man. Nanobots. Of course, it had these cursed machines. "Why should I trust you?" I slowly moved to my left, closer to a rifle on the ground. "I would never destroy something as precious as human life. Not many of us left on this earth." I shot him in the knee. It flinched but stood. As the stories of old foretold, nanobots began fixing the wound. "What do you want?" "I'll assist you in your mission and ensure your safe return." The liquid face showed no sign of pain and aimed for a bleak smile instead. "What mission?" I squinted. "My mistake. I'll escort you back to the Citadel nonetheless." I grabbed the rifle from the ground and checked. It had bullets. I aimed it at the cyborg. This second mission would be impossible if I didn't accept its help. I couldn't carry all the equipment alone, and its combat capabilities would be the only thing to fight all wasteland dog beasts. But could I trust this cyborg? I would be dead either way, but accepting the help from it would betray all the Citadel stood for. Failing the mission would do the same. Alright, let's see if it'll work, Marky. I lowered the rifle. We stood for half a minute examining each other. Lady, can you help me pick up and reattach my arms?" "Dick, robot." My hands got tired, but I still had my sights on Marky. It obliged. Didn't ask her why. After it finished, I didn't let it touch my dead off brothers and sisters. I dragged them myself. I did what a good Citadel girl must do. Protected their last dignity by taking the gear and the ammo of a rifle and the revolver, and continuing with the mission. I did what my parents would despise me for. I protected their last dignity by burying them to protect their carcasses from acidic desert twins, from dog beasts small and huge, from many other dangers. No point in crying for them. We knew the risk. The whole Citadel did. Marky kept staring at me. I wanted to shout for it to turn around. Instead, I turned away. "What's next, miss?" The trip to the highest mountain took a better part of the week. It asked me questions, but I just followed his lead, never letting it go out of my view. It was a cybernetic beast after all, not like me. It didn't deserve answers. Not for what its kind did all these centuries ago. Centuries ago? Was it a part of these events? So, Marky, how old are you? 362 years, 5 months, too. It was. Just stop your mechanical off. Marky stopped marching. Why? I sighed and pushed the cyborgs back to go forward. All I thought were memories of the Citadel, my home, the last bastion amidst the lifeless world, the world of our ancestors' creations. It fell to our shoulders to take it back, cleanse it from monsters, bring pure water to deserts, build new citadels, beautiful dreams worth striving for. I smiled to myself. It was a good reminder. I hoped it was. Otherwise, what else did I have? Are humans happy in the Citadel? Not it talking again? Why are you asking me this? You are smiling. The last time I saw people smiling was before the... Marky stopped. The liquid face imitated tears. It's so good to see happiness again. I forgot how it felt. This mission is worth fighting for. I pushed it back again. We had no time to lose. I installed the equipment and started the scan of the terrain. It'll take several hours. Do you want my logs as well? Part of Marky's hand transformed into a datapad. I kept extensive records myself. Some nights I replay them and... Shut up, Marky. Give me this. Why was he so friendly? Didn't he know what we do to cyborgs? We brought these nations to ensure that every damn nanobot is destroyed. He helped his enemy with a smiling face. Why would anyone be so selfless? It just didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense to send a bunch of youngsters on such a mission. Maybe the commander underestimated the danger of monsters in this area, or wanted to test our prowess. I knew the drones couldn't make it this far. The winds were too strong. No point in guessing the command's wisdom. I should go back to sleep. This scan wouldn't finish until morning. And yet, maybe it was the point, to see who would return and who won't. I knew which one I was. I knew what my parents thought I was. I was going to prove them wrong. What alternative did I have? None whatsoever. I fell asleep. We packed my equipment. I let the giant man carry it down the mountain. Not that it was too heavy for me, but it would make him less insufferable. How many cyborgs out there? Hard to say. I saw Lanky last year. He's probably still alive. Frankie! I saw him 10 years ago. He said he'll try his luck up south in Dangerlands. I don't want to know their names and family history. How many? I jumped down from the rock. Statistical analysis says that no more than 50 in 500-kilometer radius. 49 too many. How many people are in the Citadel? You already asked me this. I won't tell you. Mere 10,000 in this domed habitat. Just lead the way. I took a step forward, and the stone underneath me moved away. I lost my balance, and in my shock, all I registered was the distance of the fall ahead of me. I waved my hands, but the earth slipped from me, and I was flying down head first. Got you, madame? Marky held my left foot with one hand, and with another he clung to the stone wall. Please, be careful. I just looked at him, unable to respond, even with a nod. The night dawned on us. I was still shaking and wanted to forget my short flight. Hey, Marky, what is it like to become cyborg? His liquid face went blank. Euphoria, limitless energy. Everything is possible. Nothing is forbidden. No one to listen to. When you realize what a horrible mistake it was, it is too late and you can't cry anymore. You don't have to continue if it's attached his metal arm. No, madame. I chose this course on my own will. I brought distraction until nothing was left. You deserve to know all this. All of the survivors deserve to know this. I'm sorry. Let you think of something more cheerful. Tell me about the old Earth. Was it as beautiful as my parents told me it was? Marky spent the whole night with stories about the time before the Citadel. Fairy tales of wondrous things like abundant grass and clear skies. The time before nanobots. Before the war that ended the old civilization. I fell asleep dreaming about green butterflies on red flowers. The morning after, I asked him more about this distant world. Is the Citadel beautiful? I turned around. Marky followed my lead for the last few days. It was his first question since my almost fall. I waited for him to catch up and we marched together. The Citadel is beautiful, Marky. Inside, everything is clean and orderly. Sterile would have been a better world, yet I thought of a pale blue walls on my bunk. Life there was safe and predictable, with constant drills and weekly motivational lectures. All of it became a pleasant, distant dream I had to abandon. We even have greenhouses with real trees, 5 meters tall. Outside, it looks intimidating, yet melancholic in its quiet solitude. There is a beauty in it too. His face went blank for a second. When my squad left the Citadel, my home looked lonely from the outside, yet I would not call the grand grey construction of reinforced metal beautiful. Intimidating, powerful, dangerous. Yes, a fortress with a paradise inside. My one and only home. I'd love to touch the trees once more. He looked at the dark green skies. Me too. I wonder if I can, he paused. My fingers touched the revolver's grip on my holster for a second. I blinked and put my hand away from the hip. Do you have any friends, Marky? You are my friend. His smiling face turned to me. I smiled back, accepting this second of bliss, patted his arm and went ahead of him. My friend followed me, protecting my back. I wish the road home was longer. How long till the Citadel, Marky? I knew the answer. The liquid face went blank for a second. He calculated all possible paths and risks. I approached him with my hands behind my back. From 3 days to 3 weeks, depending on the risks. His liquid face showed an arm smile at his accomplishment. Calculate the safest way within the rig. The face went blank again. Pooh! The loud bang pierced my ears. I stared inside the giant hole in his chest. The liquid face stopped its expression of surprise midway and turned into a smooth surface. His body fell. Not dead, just incapacitated. The Nabots will rebuild his heart. It would take a long time if my logic was correct, long enough for me to return to safety. It was better this way. If he went with me, they'd burn him. Probably me as well, for good measure. I had to return and leave. No, that was the only way. He'd repair itself. I'd accomplish my mission and make my parents finally proud. Both of us would be alive, none would be happy. But happiness wasn't the point. Survival was. He was too heavy to carry to a quiet place. But I had to protect him from the wrath of the monsters. I spent a few days carrying rocks back and forth, covering its body. Every time I came close to him, I couldn't look at its liquid mask. I wondered what his human face once was. What would happen if we decided to trek together across these deserts? Would I be happy? He certainly would. Could I live knowing how I failed my parents? The revolver bullet already answered these questions. I just punished myself. I wanted to. When I left him, only a trail of bitter tears remained. Chick, chick, chick. Critical damage. Central functions compromised. Turning off unnecessary functionality. Chick, 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 chick. Optical sensors off. Chick, 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 chick. Thermal sensors off. Chick, 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 chick. Face display off. Chick, 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 chick. Motor functions off. Chick, 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 chick. Assessing the damage. Chick, 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 chick. Time to repair 2 years. Chick, 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 chick. Activate energy saving mode. Chick, 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 chick. Activate memory bank. Chick, 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 chick. Access recent memories. Chick, 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 chick. Choosing the happiest memory sequence. Chick, 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 chick. Playing the memory. Madam, are you alright?